Simone Manuel won Olympic gold, then hit a wall she couldn't swim through. Her body betrayed her with extreme fatigue and irritability, symptoms many athletes ignore until it's too late. What happens when pushing harder actually makes you weaker? We're breaking down the real signs of overtraining that derailed an Olympic champion's career. Simone Manuel stood at the peak of her sport after winning Olympic gold, a moment that should have launched the best years of her career. But just a few years after reaching that high point, her body began to resist the very training that made her a champion. Workouts that once felt smooth and powerful became battles she could win. Her muscles seemed to fill with lead. Her energy vanished before she even hit the water. Her lap times dropped, not by small margins, but by levels that made no sense for an athlete of her caliber. This wasn't just a bad week or a temporary slump. It was a full systemic failure. Her body stopped responding to the stimulus of training. Instead of growing stronger, she grew weaker with every session. Even her coaches, experts in high-performance sport, initially misinterpreted her decline. They saw slower times and a lack of explosiveness and wondered about effort or focus. They didn't recognize that her body was sending a clear distress signal. The very process designed to build her up was actively breaking her down. Each practice added more fatigue without yielding any benefit. Her nervous system could no longer. What does it feel like when your body stops recovering? You finish a hard workout and expect to feel tired. That's normal. That fatigue should fade after a good night's sleep or a rest day. But for Simone Manuel, that exhaustion didn't go away. It settled in and stayed. She woke up after 8 or 9 hours of sleep and still felt drained. That kind of fatigue isn't normal. It's a sign that your body has moved past healthy training stress into breakdown. This isn't the kind of tired you can push through. It's a heavy, persistent feeling that sits in your muscles and your mind. For an athlete like Simone, even easy swims, the kind that used to feel refreshing, left her more exhausted than her hardest workouts used to. Your body gives you signals. When you feel worn out before you even start moving, that's one of them. Your nervous system is telling you it can't handle more stress. It's overwhelmed. Persistent fatigue like this means your body is stuck. It's in a constant state of breakdown, without enough time or resources to repair. You're not recovering between sessions. You're not adapting. You're just accumulating damage. Your energy systems are depleted. Your muscles aren't refueling. Your hormonal balance is off. All of this adds up to a feeling of deep, unshakable tiredness. This is a core symptom of overtraining syndrome. It's different from being temporarily worn out. It doesn't get better with a single night of sleep or a day off. It lingers. It weighs you down. Why would muscle soreness last for days or even weeks after a workout? A little soreness is normal. It means you challenged your muscles and they're adapting. But when that soreness doesn't fade, it's a different story. With overtraining, the soreness lingers. It deepens. Your muscles feel chronically tight and heavy. They're painful to the touch, not just stiff. This isn't a sign of a good workout. It's a sign your body is failing to repair itself. This prolonged soreness means muscle damage is happening faster than your body can rebuild. Inflammation stays high. Your system can't clear the waste products or start the healing process. You're in a constant state of breakdown. Your creatine kinase levels might be elevated, which is a measurable sign of this muscle damage. Your tissues aren't getting the recovery they need to get stronger. Your recovery timeline gets much longer. A well-trained person might be sore for a day or two. An overtrained person can be sore for weeks. This isn't progress. It's a blockage. Your body is stuck. It can't complete the repair cycle. The soreness is a clear warning that your training load is too high. You need to pull back. Persistent soreness isn't a badge of honor. It's a red flag. It means you're breaking down tissue faster than you're rebuilding it. This imbalance prevents you from building strength. It leads to performance decline. It's a physical sign that your body is overwhelmed. Listening to this signal is crucial. If your muscles, what happens when you dread the thing you once loved? For athletes, passion is the driving force. It's that deep connection to the water, the track, or the weight room that makes the hard work worth it. But overtraining can extinguish that flame. It replaces excitement with apathy. It turns anticipation into dread. The activity that once brought joy becomes a burden. This isn't a simple loss of interest. It's a neurological shift that happens when your brain tries to protect your body from further damage. Simone Manuel described this experience as a loss of passion for the sport she had dedicated her life to. Workouts that once felt like opportunities began to feel like obligations. The starting block felt like a prison instead of a launch pad. This mental shift isn't a character flaw or a lack of toughness. It's a protective mechanism. Your brain recognizes that the current path is causing harm. It shuts down motivation to prevent you from pushing further into dangerous territory. This loss of desire affects your entire approach to training. You might find yourself making excuses to skip sessions. You might go through the motions without any real engagement. The excitement of competition fades. The satisfaction of improvement disappears. You're left with empty routine and mounting resentment. This mental state makes it impossible to perform at your best. Your brain and body are no longer working together. How can training turn a champion into someone they don't recognize? Elite athletes build their reputation on mental toughness and focus. They're known for their ability to push through discomfort and maintain composure under pressure. But overtraining can change that completely. It can transform a disciplined, focused competitor into someone who snaps at small frustrations and struggles with emotional control. This isn't a character issue. It's a physiological response to a system pushed beyond its limits. Simone Manuel experienced this shift herself. She noticed uncharacteristic irritability and mood swings that didn't align with her normal temperament. Small frustrations that would normally roll off her back suddenly felt overwhelming. Things that shouldn't matter began to bother her significantly. Her ability to maintain focus during training sessions became difficult. This emotional volatility is a classic mental sign of a stressed-out central nervous system. Your body's regulatory systems are overloaded. Your emotional regulation systems depend on a delicate balance of neurotransmitters and hormones. When your central nervous system is overwhelmed by excessive training stress, this balance gets disrupted. Your hypothalamic pituitary adrenal axis, which manages stress response, becomes dysregulated. Cortisol levels can become erratic. This affects serotonin and dopamine systems that regulate mood. The result is that your emotional thermostat malfunctions. Why does progress require patience rather than force? We want results quickly, so we often ramp up training intensity or volume too fast. But rapid increases shock your system. Your body needs time to adapt to new stresses gradually. This process of slow adaptation is what actually builds strength over time. The optimal approach involves 15 to 30 minutes of light activity following your workouts or on your rest days. This time frame provides enough stimulation to enhance recovery without causing additional fatigue. You can also break this into shorter sessions throughout the day if that works better for your schedule. The key is keeping the intensity low and focusing on movement quality rather than quantity. Managing life stress is just as important as managing training stress when it comes to recovery. Your body processes all stress through similar physiological pathways, whether it's from intense workouts or daily pressures. Active recovery serves as both a physical and mental reset between intense sessions. It keeps you connected to your movement practice while allowing your body to repair itself. This approach helps maintain consistency in your training by reducing soreness and preventing burnout. The gentle movement also provides psychological benefits by keeping you engaged with your activity without the pressure of performance. Thanks for watching.
Artlist.io Music licensing reimagined.